kilala ko yung mga league operations teams natin, kahit anong tournament yan. Grabe talaga sila mag-uusapan dito. If ever there's any issues, they really make sure at the end of the day, it's a fair decision. It's an agreement na ito yung mangyari, na alam ng mga teams na this is what will happen. This is gonna be the result, and it's an agreement between everyone. So I'm just glad that at the end, things were sorted out and we can continue with this series as we head into the smart picks and bans.
Let's see, game number 2. Game number 1 again, the penalty po, napunta na po sa Blacklist International. Let's enter the smart picks and bans. As you said, Reptar, of course, experience the power of smart 5G, over 4,900 sites nationwide. Switch now to experience the difference. Visit smart.com.ph/MNP to learn more. Hashtag muling lumakad matatag and hashtag Sibol powered by Smart. Yan po ang ating official hashtags para sa ating broadcast today. First ban, mula sa Next Play Evos, tatanggalin nila ang Estes pick. Blacklist International, tatanggalin ang Valentina.
Yeah, and Valentina was one of the heroes that I mentioned earlier na pwede tanggalin ng either squad, more onto the side of, either of them can actually just take out the Valentina. So, if anyone's going to be taking out the Selena, it might be Blacklist International, NXPE. They might consider taking out something like the Pakito, but mukhang magiging option din naman yun para sa kanila kung gusto nila piliin yun. Pero tatanggalin nila ang Rafaela muna. So, mukhang magiging focus dito ng NXPE ay ang mga heroes ni Mom Shoes, ni VYs. Taking out the SS and taking out the Rafaela.
The Rafaela, one of the signature picks of the team himself. Alam naman natin na these are the picks na talagang sikat na sikat si Mom Shoes. And another pick for that is Matilda, pero feeling ko they would choose that as their poison. Kumbaga, ito na yung ihahayaan na lang nila na ma-open. I feel like this was something na ginawa din against Blacklist International yesterday, na ninakaw yung Matilda after banning Estes and Rafaela. But they forced out a Lolita pick na naging effective din naman para kay Venus o kay John Mar Avilla Luna. Well, let's see kung ano ang magiging third ban ng Blacklist International dito. They also removed the glue, one of the best side laners right now in the current meta. I feel like we are still waiting for their third ban. And actually, in Next Play Evos, tatanggalin nila ang Bathilda. Ibig sabihin nito, hack a queen ang kanilang strategy for the banning phase.
Oh, Matilda. So, all three main heroes that we know Mom Shoes to have, tinanggal. Now, we were in this scenario yesterday na nakita natin. John Marvel Luna does have the Lolita as an option. Pero sigurado ako na Next Play Evos, tinitignan din nila yon. So, in terms of their drafting, mag-iingat sila sa mga pwede nila piliin na kung magre-range sila, they really have to be smart with the pick kasi of course, if it is gonna be a Lolita pick later on for Blacklist International, Guardians Bulwark can block a lot of that. Eve gets taken out. So, with the glue and the Eve ban, Blacklist, of course, respecting what glue can do to their compositions and what they want to achieve. Their loss to Red Esports yesterday came on the back of a lineup that had glue and, well, of course, Ruby in it. So I won't be surprised kung mamaya Next Play Evos baka tignan nila piliin yung Ruby. Still one of the top pick heroes that we have here in the 2022 national team selection phase number 2. And another thing that I'm also looking out for here is if we're gonna be seeing Selena get picked up by NXPE, they can pick it up early. But as Blacklist International, again, they have the Lolita open that Abyssal Arrow can get blocked.
Yep, and Sicilian I feel like is one of the big picks for Next Play Evos yesterday, especially in the hands of Yelly Hayes or kay Bataanon, kay Jeniel Pilapil Bataan, of course. Lolita ang magiging first pick ng Next Play Evos, and this is a very haka Venus, no? They didn't stop at 2. Kumbaga, Estes, binanang Rafaela. Then the strategy that was used against Blacklist yesterday was to ban 2 heroes on the side of Venus and then taking 1 in the first pick sa blue side. Ang ginawa naman ng Next Play Evos this time around, 3 hero ni Venus ang tinanggal at kinuha pa yung isa. So this is very interesting for Next Play Evos, Blacklist International, ano ang kanilang sagot. ilalagay nila ang Clint sa gold lane at Paquito na nabanggit mo kanina Renmar na 100% win rate yesterday.
Still undefeated, Lee Howard Gonzalez and Cal Dominic Soto will be getting their hands on heroes that they played yesterday. Gold lane, Owl, makuha niya ang Clint, Paquito, papupunta sa kamay dito ni Dominic. On sides of next play, Evos might want to pick their mid laners now, or they can actually pick up the Barretts if they want to, but they go ahead and pick up the 1-1 comfort picks here, especially dito para kay Marius Stan on for the 1-1. Donut in the gold lane had a win with the 1-1 and a really good game at that.
Yeah, and I think one of the, well, not the few, ang pinaka-meta na ngayon ng 1-1 is running the Inspire, especially with the changes on Inspire, feel like 2 patches ago. And it is really something good for the 1-1, especially with her dependence on attack speed. So, makita na naman natin yan most likely in this game number 2. Cho will be the third pick for next play Evos here. Not quite sure if this Cho will be going to the position 5 because meron na tayong Lolita eh. So, most likely, it is either going to be a goal. You know what? This is an XP lane Cho. For sure. Baka pwede ring post for Cho because we have seen post for Cho in M3 na ang gumamit I think is Hatred from Onyx Philippines na baka kaya din gawin ng next play Evos.
Flexible pa rin yung pick na yan. Pwede nila yan ilagay sa iba't ibang position. Pero Blacklist International, pinili nila ang Fovios. Interesting. So, hindi sa baka maging jungle Paquito to, or baka yung Fovios baka mapunta pa nga sa mid lane. So, a lot of flexibility nakita natin para sa mga third picks ng dalawang teams.
Yeah, there are a lot of options for this Fovius, and I feel like this is one of the best picks that you can take as well. Especially if ang kalaban mo ay isang 1-1 o Cho na alam naman natin na napakadaming dash sa kanilang mga abilities. And now this Fovius pickup will end the first picking phase for Blacklist International. Oras na nila para mag-ban ng dalawa pang hero. Siyempre hindi mo huhula mo pa kung nasaan yung Cho na yan. So nagtatanggal na lang sila ng mga mages katulad ng Lilia na napakataas ng clear speed and mid-range damage as well. One of the best mages actually in terms of clear speed and mid-range damage.
Kaja, tinanggal dito ng next play Evos. Iniisip din nila yung posibilidad na baka maging position 5 or roaming Kaja ang piliin ng Blacklist International. Of course, maging problema yan for the likes of the Cho kung gusto niya mag-entry. Baka biglang in the attempt of trying to get a knock-up, trying to get a pick-off with the Way of the Dragon, baka mahatak lang ng Kaja. So, good bans actually for both sides para sa fourth bans nila. The Lily ban also for Blacklist International making a lot of sense. Magiging malaking problema yan para sa Paquito, para sa Fovius, the wave clear, and of course the burst damage kung gusto nila lumapit in melee range. And also respecting the Sicilian na pinakita ng next play Evos kahapon. Ang ganda ng laro ng NXPE with that Sicilian. So they are respecting that. So nakita natin yung familiarity ng dalawang teams na to. Kilalang nila isa't isa. At pinanood nila ang mga laban nila kahapon.
Yeah, I mean, VOD reviews are a big part of preparations for matches today. And alam naman natin that Sicilian, tumu-2 shots ng glue, men. Kumbaga, glue na nga, tinu-2 shots pa. With the Bat's impact, of course. That's proper positioning coming in from Yeli Hayes. One of the best Sicilians, actually, that we watched yesterday. So next play, Evos definitely have that Sicilian in their tools to actually win games. You mentioned the Ruby earlier, Renmar. Ruby, isa sa mga talagang frontliners na napakalupit mag-set. One person that I remember yesterday was Joy Boy against Blacklist International. I think Blacklist International, Joy Boy setting up with that Ruby in their one win against Blacklist yesterday as well.
I think it's looking like magiging Paquito jungle. Lalo rin dito ng Blacklist International, Roamer yung huling pick nila. And next play, Evos really putting the pressure on all the possible picks na pwede nila ilagay either in the position 5 or in the position 4. Look at those bans. Ruby, Estes, Rafa, Matilda, Kaja. Kinuha din nilang Lolita and Cho. Great drafting so far by next play, Evos. Siguro iniisip nila, Para ano lang, kukunin pa ba natin yung Hylos? Lalagay pa natin yung Hylos sa jungle? Masusupresa ba tayo? No. They also take out the Angela, and Uranus gets picked up here by NXPE. So it's looking like, iisip ko na lang dito, sino magiging jungle ng next play? Evos, will it be a Cho jungle? Cho jungle ba to?
Most likely, I think, because we haven't seen a Cho jungle in Sibol 2022, to be honest, but I feel like there are no other choices. 1-1 jungle, if we think about it, is really slow, considering that her passive is something that you would want to use in a laning phase or a laning scenario na mas madaling tumama ang kanyang mga abilities in a lane compared to an actual jungle fight. So, men, this might be a Cho jungle. Syempre, wala pa tayong confirmation dyan. But looking at the other heroes, no, mid lane Angela most likely, gold lane 1-1, and now a Uranus in the XP lane, post 5 Lolita. So, Renmar, man, we might be looking at a jungle show. But for the last pick of Blacklist International, bago lumipat ulit sa ating dalawa, it was a Diggy na I think would add more and add another layer of protection for the squad of Blacklist International.
Yep. I completely forgot na Venus also still has Diggy in his hero pool. And nakita naman natin that there have been multiple times in the past where, oh my Venus, Donmar Villaluna having a fantastic game on the Diggy. At the same time, the last pick Diggy answers a lot of the things na pwede ilabas ng next play Evos. Of course, you can help stay away or keep away from all the crowd control abilities na pwede ilabas ng Lolita at ng Cho. Of course, the knock-up and the kick from the Cho. You also have the stun and the even bigger stun na nakita natin na galing sa Lolita sa ultimate niya. So in terms of being able to protect your team from the main crowd control abilities na kailangan iwasan ng Blacklist International, the Diggy will help provide that. I actually really like how next play Evos approach this draft. I'm excited to see kung sino sa kanila yung magiging jungle at sino yung hero na mapupunta sa jungle. Let's go ahead into the game, man. I'm excited to see the lane configurations for this one.
Yeah, let's see. First game of the day. 1-0 na po tayo because of difficulties. Next play, Evos versus Blacklist International. Let's enter the land of Dawn. And it's going to be a jungle Uranus.
Yep. I wish I said this as an option earlier, but yes, jungle Uranus. So, same idea as having a jungle tank. And for Blacklist International, readjusting their approach to this game, wherein yung Diggy nila mag-uumpisa sa gold lane para matulungan si Owl, and that's gonna force a reaction by Cadenza.
Oh wow, Owl significantly low in the gold lane. Nice rotation galing kay Cadenza. Ngunit tignan nyo mga bomba ng Reyna. Napakasakit sa bot lane. I feel like that will force out a Donut to recall, no? Because this is 50 HP. Magkamali ka lang ng tapak, mahihirapan ka na. And in the mid lane, of course, Yelly Case. Oh no, wait lang, Cadenza making a play! First blood goes to next play, Evos.
And Lolita, ever since the M3 World Championship, nakita natin ngayon kung bakit naging magandang option siya dahil sa pagbalik ng mga marksman option. The Guardian's Bulwark is strong, pero si Haji delikado sa mid lane.
Nice flame shot though, hinahabol pa rin si Haji. But here comes Wise with the Pakito, left-handed punch at mukhang hindi naman ata papatol pa. And that's a nice defensive play coming in from Haji. The flame shot coming in clutch. Muntika na siya doon.
And Cadenza, good thing that he adjusted his rotation as well na magiging 2-man gold lane matchup ang makikita natin. You just have to be careful with the bombs and the pullbacks from the Diggy. But good thing, oh my Venus, pick up the Aegis as well. So, in case na mahuli lang si Al, may extra shield siya. Apple P siya, munti ka na mahuli sa mid lane.
Yelehis, muntika na siyang matamaan doon ng isa pang sapak, pero Flicker is burned, so worth it naman ang pag-dive ni Wise doon sa mid lane. Turtle is already up, but I'm seeing a play in mid lane, no? Puntaan natin agad yan. And Haji, he's already from 10 HP. Renegade coming in with the kicks. It's a 4v1. It's going to the queen. It's a 1-1 kill score. Flame shot mula kay Dominic, hindi tumama. And this might just be the first start of the game going to the hands of Blacklist International.
Slight movement, readjustment by Haji. Muntika na siya ma-pick off ni Renegade de Villa Bacarse. We know him as the Hitman, playing right now for NXPE. Could have been a really great pick off, but it was a great sidestep by Haji. Salik Imam para maiwasan ang sipa ni Joe.
And yung ganong klaseng play, risky talaga yon. Pero alam naman natin that Rene J loves those risky plays. Kaso nga lang, pag hindi gumana ganon, nare-reward ang kalaban. And Turtle goes to the hands of Blacklist International. Ang ating gold score ay 600 or 800 pa lang naman lamang ang Blacklist International. So kaya pa naman bumawi ng NXPE dito. But in terms of power spike, Renmar, ano ba ang kailangan nating abangan? Dahil mukhang ang main carry dito ng next play Evos ay si Donut on this 1-1.
Yeah, Donut and Rene J. Titignan natin. And of course, the timing of Apple Peach's heart guard kung saan siya sa Sanib. Ureshi on that Uranus, of course, will be a difficult target to retry against. Pero Haji at Wise sa mid lane. Huling-huli ang Angela.
Men, yung Angela, dahil nga na-burn yung flicker kanina, they're keeping the pressure up and tuloy-tuloy talaga ang pagpasok ni Wise sa mid lane. Ang hirap iwasan ng mga ganong klaseng ability, especially if you're looking at a Haji Kagura na talaga namang aggressive kung aggressive, pero kaya din naman maging disiplinado. Short 1v1 here in the top side. Feeling ko mahirapan si Ren J dito
Bottom lane?
dahil full views yung kalaban.
Oo. Bottom lane rotation, 4-man by Blacklist.
Oh no, Cadenza, 3 ports on his HP. Now, Donut, may ulti pa naman pero mukhang titigilan niya muna ang pagiging agresibo against his lane matchup. And now, Wise is actually trying to jungle inside the enemy jungle. And I feel like ito yung kalamangan na pakito bilang an S-tier jungler. Rene J sa 2v1. May kakaroon niya ng hard cards. Nako, bumagsak na naman ang hitman. 0-2-0. Now si Ureshi, half HP. Makakapag-regen ng konti dito. 4 people. To make that 5 people from Blacklist International rotating mid lane to top lane para sa Turtle.
Ureshi, bang ma-retry niya to? Tingnan natin, retry battle. Pero nakuha pa rin ni Wise. Del Rosario and Imam working together to take down Barcarce in the mid lane. Pero si Cadenza, delikado.
Nako, Cadenza, 50 HP, pero mukhang mata-turn around play ata ni Donut. Nag-aanap siya dito ng crossbow of Tang. Hit of the Heart Guard. No reset just yet. Puno na naman kanyang HP dahil sa Lava Waves at walang makakakuha ng kill sa labanan na yun.
Si Donut may corrosion sights na siya, pero para maramdaman pa talaga natin ang damage ng 1-1, kailangan pa niya ng mga items. Owl and Donut, with the assistance of their position 5 roamers, nakapag-farm silang dalawa, pero 3-man rotation para sa Blacklist!
Oh no! Look at the damage coming in from Haji, pero boy, ba't naman si Donut si Cadenza na lang ang natitira? 50 HP on Cadenza, at makakapag-flicker pa nga. Here comes Wise with the kill, with the jabs. That's a double kill for Wise. No, a triple kill pa nga. Plus, the orange buff na mananakaw din niya. Blacklist International clearly ahead in the early game.
Team hero has been slain.
Cadenza, feeling ko si Donut sobrang saya dun kanina. Kasi si Cadenza napa-block niya yung flame shot ni Haji gamit ang Guardian's Bulwark, pero hindi nakita na yung Evos na sa likod na pala nila si Wise on to Pakito 4-0-1. And mind you, if you are a new viewer of MLBB Esports, Wise, Danry James Del Rosario, Pakito, we don't see him play the Pakito often. So this is a unique experience that we're seeing. Minsan lang talaga. And right now, 4-0-1 dito, si Wise.
Napakagaling talaga ni Wise o si Mr. Del Rosario na gumagamit ng mga hero na mahilig manapak. We know him for his Aldous, pero nananapak din naman si Pakito. 3 people up top side for the side of Blacklist International. Nakapag-trade naman ang turret sa baba si Donut, pero Rene J taking a lot of damage. Hindi pa maka-clear ng minions kahit papano. This is, I think, another turret going to the hands of Blacklist International. The turtle is already up. Here comes Dominic. They're going for Donut. Crossbow, Tang, Regent. Yun yung overturn. Hindi tumama. But look at the damage with the combo coming in from Wise. Stun ay tumama, pero babagsak na rin si Donut. It's still a 4v3 situation. Dominic still alive, pero mukhang sasabog na nga. Apple Pisha, very low HP. Hihilahin pabalik. And Diggy, traps will only hit Cadenza. Ureshi ang tatangke. And that is a trade 1 by Blacklist International. A 2-for-1 possible turtle as well for Blacklist.
Para makatawid sa late game, kailangan hindi mamatay na next play Evos, well obviously. Pero kailangan din nila mag-build ng mga defensive items kasi sobrang sakit ng burst damage ng Blacklist International. Across the board, they have burst damage. The Paquito, the Phobius pag nagde-demonic force na siya. Hagis, Kagura, and of course, Al na nakabuo na siya ng Blade of Despair. Masasakit pa ang damage ng Blacklist International. Next play, Evos, kailangan lang nila kumapit at makabuild ng items
here
nila.
comes the demonic force, Donut. Mahihirapang tumakas dito. Look at the damage. Baka pag-reset pa na denied by Dominic. And now, nag-split push na lang si Ready J, pero 5v3 yung labanan dito. Apple Fisha with the heart guard. Boy, pa rin si Ureshi makakapag-region niya sa ilalim ng tore. That's one kill. Going to na sa next play, Evos, at kailangan na mag-back ng Blacklist International.
NXT,
Wait lang, hindi pa pala tapos. They're going into the queen. Si Diggy, hinahanap. Look at the damage coming in from Owl. Owl. Naghanap pa ng isa, si Ureshi. Kailangan na mag-back. And that is one turret going to the hands of next play Evos. Hindi na bagsagan ng inhibitor turret Blacklist International with a great
good effort by Ladronio and Bataanon na muntikan na sila makuha ng double kill pero sakto sa pagbaba ni Apple Fisha from the heart guard. Ready si Al magpato ng quick draw. Muntikan na nga mapato ba doon si Del Rosario or si Villa Luna, but the Aegis just in time. Clutch Aegis and of course Owl with the quick draw.
And looking at the goal score, no, medyo may malaki na ang kalamangan ng Blacklist International pero wala pa namang nababasag na inhibitor turret. Then Rosario mukhang mga agaw muna ng orange. At sumabog sa kamao si Cadenza na ata ang sunod. Dominic looking for another kill. Flame shot. Blocked by Apple Fisha. Nice play galing kay Kapitan Yeli Hayes at mid lane na ang call ng Blacklist International. Naghahanap sila ng pwede nang tapusin nga ba pero dalawa lang ang kanilang minions. Mukhang kailangan na nila mag-back pero nagda-damage pa rin ng popok pa rin ang mga kapupunan ng Blacklist International.
Barcarse nahabol ni Del Rosario. Renjay getting chased here by Wise. But Renjay safe. Just being able to build now the Blade of Despair. High and dry Cho. So again, next play Evos, kung makakapit lang sila, makapag-depensa pa sila, seems like they might be able to turn things around. But again, malaking problema ang burst damage na meron ang Blacklist International. The next play Evos, making the most out of Renjay's split pushes, and this is a good call by NXPE na sa mga sitwasyon na to, kung meron ka namang split pusher na mobile, mabilis makabasag ng tore, pwede rin makatakas kung merong isa o dalawa maghahabol sa kanya. And this is what they have to do and this is a right thing. But now Blacklist International, malapit na nila basagin ng isa pang inhibitor-based turret ng next play Evos.
That's the second inhibitor turret for the side of Blacklist International. Bot lane na lamang natitira sa next play Evos at umaabot na nga ng almost 10k gold lead ang meron ng Blacklist International. Split push na lamang ang call ng next play Evos dahil may hihirapan silang manalo ng teamfights pero mukhang no choice na ata sila. With the Lord marching down mid lane. This might be the GG push call coming in from Blacklist International. Here comes Cadenza with the play. Walang matatamaan sa kanyang Numinal Blast. Hachi going in. Patay na agad si Elias. Dominic doon sa backside. Donut bumagsak sa loob ng base. That's a double kill para kay Dominic. Lord ay buhay pa rin. Dalawa na lamang natitira. Si Renny Kane na lang ang natitira para mag-defend. Habulin pa rin ni Dominic habang ang Lord ang humahampas sa base. Game number 2 ay mapupunta sa Blacklist International.
That is now a 2-0 lead for Blacklist International. A unique lineup by Next Play Evos. Again, in terms of how they drafted that and the adjustment that they tried to do, considering the situation, it was a good attempt. Pero yung problema talaga ang burst damage. Even in the first 5 to 6 minutes of the game, 4 to 6 minutes even, na mayroon burst damage ang mga heroes ng Blacklist International. Hirap talaga gawin ang kailangan gawin dito ng Next Play Evos, but the effort was there. But Blacklist International still looking really sharp. We were treated to a Wise Paquito, again, something we rarely see. Great adjustment by Venus to help protect Owl and to instead just go into the gold lane